Gideon Gous.
House.
Yes.
Okay.
The witness is going to testify in respect of 2 new exhibits. We've marked his affidavit, exhibit DD in brackets 5, and that affidavit is accompanied by annexures. Annexures, it's several annexures. We've marked those annexures. Exhibit DD5 is annexure 1 up to annexure 17.
So it's DD5, 1, 2,
Yes.
3, 4, 5.
Yes, no, it's just all of them, just annexure DD51.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
We didn't number the page, my lord, of the annexures. The witness is going to make use of the monitor.
Okay. Wat ek taal kies u? Afrikaans of Nederlands?
English, my lord.
English. Okay. Can you swear the witness in then?
Sir, do you have your full names and surname, please?
Gideon Gous?
Do you have any objection in taking the prescribed oath?
No.
Do you swear that the evidence you shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, nothing else but the truth? If you do swear, please raise your right hand and say, so help me God.
So help me God.
Witness son in
Thank you.
Right. Lieutenant Colonel Gous, just before we get your affidavit, can you just explain how you come into the picture at this point of the proceedings?
I was analyst at the PCMC in Gauteng for quite a few years. And then after Colonel Steyn was retired, he had to retire on 60, he had to leave the force. Brigadier Kanina contacted me and he asked me to help him with some analysis of cell phones.
Ake usichazisele ukuthi wena ungena kanjani kuleli cala manje uthi mina ngangikade ngisebenza kwi-PCMC la ukuthi ithe umnumzana uSteyn uma eya kwi-pension uBrigadier Gininda uye wangicela ukuthi ngike ngingene la ukuthi kuzabe kukhulunywa ngendaba yama cell phone.
Is it correct that you have prepared an affidavit in terms of section 213 in brackets 1 and 2 of the Criminal Procedure Act, and your affidavit is accompanied by annexures 1 up to 17?
That's correct, yes.
Iqiniso ukuthi wena uyenzile eaffidavit ehambisana namanye amaphepha okusuka ku1 ukuya ku17 uthi yebo iqiniso.
We've marked your affidavit, annexure DD in brackets 5, which consists of 32 pages.
That's correct.
Ukuthi ubufakazi bakho ke sikwenze ubufakazi buka DD5 ukuthi unama page awu 32.
And the 17 annexures that accompany your affidavit have been collectively marked exhibit DD5 in brackets 1.
That's correct.
Futhi ke nalamanye amaphepha ahamba neaffidavit yakho wona ke abhaliwe ukuthi ubufakazi buka DD5 base kuma brackets 1.
And you're also going to do a presentation, or your affidavit is actually on the screen.
That's correct, yes.
Uzosibonisa futhi neaffidavit yakho la kumabona kude uthi yebo.
If I can ask you then to turn to exhibit DD in brackets 5, the 32-page affidavit. On the last page, there's a signature there. Whose signature is it?
That was the person who certified it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, just above that, whose signature is it?
I haven't got that one.
On page 32.
Lapho ke ku page 32 kunabantu abasayinile lapho abobani
It's my signature.
uthi ngisayinile nami nalo obekade ngibhalisela le affidavit obeka ngifizela yona istamp naye usayinile.
And the date of the affidavit?
It was certified on 29/09/2023.
Le affidavit ke yona yenzwe nini uthi nge-29 zika September 2023.
Thank you. If I can then ask you to turn to page 1 of Exhibit DD5. Just read it in the record.
Cela ke ufunde lokho okubhalwe kwi-page 1 yabo lobo bufakazi.
I am 044109004.
Maybe you just start right at the top.
Okay, sorry. Affidavit.
Vosloorus.
Okay, Vosloorus. Vosloorus, cash 636 of 10/2014. Affidavit in terms of section 2131 and 2A of the Criminal Procedure Act 1977, Act 51 of 1977. Gideon Gous states under oath in English. I am 044109004, a Lieutenant Colonel in the South African Police Service and stationed at the National Priority Violent Crimes Bureau, 236 Pretoria Street, Pretoria.
So you need to read your cell phone number.
Okay. The facts herein contained are to the best of my knowledge and believe true and correct. I'm making this statement knowing that if it's tendered in evidence, I will be liable to prosecution if I willfully stated anything I know to be false or which I do not believe to be true. I was attached to the Priority Crime Management Center since 2011 till 2020 as an analyst, and my daily task did consist of downloading of cellular phones. We are using a program XRY, analysis of detailed billing of cellular phones, section 205s, analysis of information obtained from cellular phone downloading, the incoming, outgoing calls, contacts and SMS, and I've testified on a regular basis in the regional and or Supreme Courts of South Africa in more than 100 cases. I have 32 years working experience in the South African Police and 18 years experience in analysis of data using Analyst Notebook. I've successfully completed the following courses: Forensic Science course for investigators, Detective course for specialized units, Analyst Notebook version 5, iBreach user version 1.
If you can just maybe just briefly explain what each course entails.
Okay, so the forensic course for investigation is to go into deeper into analysis. The detective course is for all police officers that must undergo detective's course. Analyst Notebook is a program that you use to do analysis or to link cell phones or do a chart to link numbers or names to each other. Now, iBreach and pattern tracer we didn't use it in this case. Pattern tracer, if there's a pattern that a certain pattern on cell phones if there's a case, there's to link to make a pattern with the cell phone, but we didn't use it in this stage. Then Analyst Notebook. Text chart and Analyst Notebook version 8. This is just an upgrade. Then I have the iBase that we use to contain all our data, and then Anacapa. Anacapa is an intelligence analysis. We go deeper into analysis of cell phones to link the numbers or persons to an account or to a number and all that, and then iBase is also a system that we use. Then information training course, tradecraft. That's in also a cell phone analysis and to identify patterns and traces patterns and to link the people with each other. And then the logical and physical extraction, that's the XRY, where you download the cell phone itself.
Lana ke usanda kufunda ukuthi yena ungubani futhi usebenzela esiphoyiseni sase Pretoria, la ukuthi yena konke lokho okubhalwe kule affidavit uthi konke kuyiqiniso, uyazi nokuthi uma engabe ebhale izinto ekungasiyiqiniso yena angahle ashushiswe, noma uma engabe ekholwa ukuthi lezo zinto akulona iqiniso, yena ke uthi useke wasebenza uke wayofakaza einkantolo ezihlukahlukile ngobufakazi bomakhalekhukhwini. Uyasho futhi nokuthi ufundeni, ufunde kuyaphi endabeni zokusebenza ngomakhalekhukhwini. Ufundile futhi nokuthi omakhalekhukhwini basetshenziswa kanjani, bahlolwa kanjani uma sekuthi kuyadingeka ukuthi abomakhalekhukhwini bahlolwe.
Yes, you may proceed. Paragraph 5.
On 2023-09, I was contacted, I said the Colonel Stenham, I was contacted by Brigadier Kaninda from the cold case, and he directed me to assist Colonel Steyn on the analysis of a downloaded phone on Vosloorus 636 of 10/2014. On 2023-09-06, I received a request form and a CD marked Vosloorus 636-11-2014 in a sealed forensic bag with seal number PA650000. There's one digit short there. It must be 0000. 5483 from Colonel Steyn. The bag was not opened and or tampered with. I took photographs of the evidence bag as you receive it, and attached is the photograph.
Yena ke uye wathola ucingo ngoyi4 zika September 2023 la ukuthi uye wathola lolo cingo lalkade sent from Colonel Steyn from Brigadier Kaninda. Uthi lolo cingo walithola kusuka ku Brigadier Kaninda ebe ukuthi ubekade esebenza la Colonel Steyn ebekade esebenza khona ukudownloada izinto ukuthi zazikade zikwi case number case 636 10/2014 ukuthi ngey6 uye yana wathola futhi ne CD ebekade ibhaliwe ukuthi yona iye case 636 11/2014 ukuthi yayikade ivalelwe kuyisikhwama ese ubufakazi baso i-serial number kakade ku PA 650000 5483 ukuthi uColonel Steyn uye wamnika yona leso sikhwama leso sasikade sivaliwe futhi nasi kuneyithombe zakho.
Sorry. As you know, Mr. Gous differs from the contents of paragraph 5. He has explained that Steyn is retired and that Kaninda went to consult him to take over the process. Are you going to apply for an amendment? Because this is an affidavit. If it goes any other place, there'll be some smart aleck who will go to the constitutional and say, oh, you know what, court, this affidavit calls about Steyn. And Mr. Ratha is not here now. He's no longer there, he's retired, blah, blah. So what's your view, sir?
Indeed, as the court pleases, the state will request that the amendments be effected as the witnesses testified. There are other places where there will be amendments as well. We request that his evidence be regarded as having amended the affidavit.
What about the defense? Any objections, Mr. Gumezulu?
No objection.
Mr. Msipiri?
My point is different.
Your what?
The affidavit should be read as is, and he'll be led on the amendments by my learned colleague, because this is an affidavit. It should be read. I was contacted by Colonel Steyn, but later Mr. Balwe will say, on your affidavit, on this paragraph, you said this, what's the true position? Then he can explain that, Manot. That's
Mr. Mnisi?
As it is the court, in terms of procedure, you do not amend an affidavit.
I know.
Write a supplementary affidavit.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was saying smart aleck will go to the constitutional court and say Steyn is dead. But he can apply for the amendment, and he knows how to do it subsequently. Okay?
An affidavit, my lord, can only be...
I've heard you, Mr. Minister. So you want us to adjourn?
No,
Then, no, just listen to me.
I'm saying
So we can
only
adjourn, and then you bring about the... Wait, and you bring about the amendment.
as it is
That, as Mr. Ramasipidi says, we must adjourn then. I don't have a problem.
No, I didn't say we should adjourn.
What are you saying?
I said the affidavit should be read as is. Then Mr. Baloyi will lead him on the discrepancy regarding the
He can lead
retirement
him
of
now.
state.
He can lead him now, as he's doing.
Yes,
What's wrong with that?
But it must be read as is. That's my
When
point.
it's amended, the affidavit, when it's amended,
Yes.
it will read like he is saying it's amended. And Mr. Baloyi knows that at the end, he's got to bring a commissioner of oath who will certify the amendment. What's the problem?
Okay, then that's the
Oh, my
position,
lord.
But I've never suggested that we should adjourn for that purpose.
How do you do it? Yes, ma'am.
My lord, my case is different
Mm-hmm.
because our clients are suffering prejudice as the amendments are being effected on the witness box. We have not been furnished with the supplementary affidavit, and we do not know what the information that will be supplemented. We are taken by surprise as the witness wishes to explain and amend the paragraph as he likes. We're not aware of what is going to be supplemented, my lord.
Okay. Is anything going to be supplemented except the fact that Stein is no longer the person who did the analysis?
Well, really nothing major.
What?
No main amendments to the affidavit, my lord. I think there will be one more minor amendment, but nothing major. It doesn't go to the, and I'm surprised Advocate Mshololo says there are prejudice. How can one name being substituted by another name cause
Yeah, then it's a prejudice.
But in any case, my lord, nothing major. We suggest that we go along, and in the interest of time, that the evidence is put in record.
That's wait. You see this affidavit, Mr. Mshololo, just read it, because this is not how I understand it. Affidavit in terms of section, everybody just read it. In terms of 213, you see what Gideon House says here. He says, House states under oath. Have you, the contents of this evidence, of this affidavit, they come from you as an expert. They were not done by Herr Stein. Yeah, where do you get it from the horse's mouth? It's not like this affidavit says, I, Herr Stein, under oath says, did blah, 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 blah. He is the one who is drawing the affidavit, not Stein. Are we agreed on that? It's simple, man. Hey, my daughter. Mr. Ngomezu.
My submission, my lord, independently so,
Yeah.
is that this is an affidavit.
Yes.
Any discrepancies that are placed on record on the contents of this affidavit can be challenged to this witness.
Yes.
Irrespective of the procedure to file a supplementary affidavit. This is just a mere amendment. The issue that my advocate Mshololo has raised is whether is it prejudicial to the accused persons. Anything material that is prejudicial, there's a reason to object.
Of course.
To amend.
Of course.
But in the circumstances, if I find hearsay evidence, say for instance, I'm cross-examining this witness, it comes to my attention that paragraph 5 is hearsay.
Yes.
Then I have to put to this witness
Yes.
that this paragraph constitutes hearsay and the court cannot accept this evidence. That's how it should be done. That's my submission.
Otherwise, I don't have a problem. Let's adjourn. Come back tomorrow. Maybe understanding goes with experience also. Just draw a supplementary affidavit. Okay. Are you available, Mr. Hobbs, tomorrow? Right. Otherwise, we're going to waste time. Because according to me, this is the deponent, not Steyn.
Yes.
And if you read this with understanding, Ho says, I am this and this. The facts contained herein are, to the best of my knowledge and belief, correct. This statement, I've made it knowing if that I tender evidence, I'll be liable for prosecution if I willfully stated anything false. And the only thing, according to what Mr. Baloyi says, when he says, I was contacted by Steyn from Gold Case, the only thing is Steyn has retired. It's not that, am I telling the truth?
That's correct.
It's not that you're making it up that you contacted Steyn. You did contact him, but he's no longer available because he has retired.
I was contacted by Brigadier Kaninda
Yes.
to take over the case because Steyn is going to retire.
That's it. So just put on the supplementary affidavit. We'll
Yeah.
adjourn until tomorrow.
In any case, my lord, section 2134
I know.
says, in addition to the affidavit, the witness may give viva voce evidence.
That's
And
it, I know.
This is what the witness is doing.
Yeah.
And viva voce evidence, my lord, carries weight. He explains the inconsistent, the errors. I really don't see the need
What
for
time
us,
is
my
it
lord,
now?
to
They say there will be prejudice because he talked to Steyn. What's that?
21.
Yeah, let's adjourn until tomorrow. Just bring that. I'm sorry about this.
Well, the other thing, my lord, will perhaps file an amended affidavit to all our colleagues.
Yeah, do that.
Ningasukuma bafowethu.
It's a waste of time, I can tell you.
Izokhethiselwa kusasa. Isizathu ukuthi ufakazi ubekade la kubhalwe ukuthi uye washayelwa ucingo uSteyn kodwa ushayelwe ucingo uBrigadier Kaninda. Manje abameli bathi lokho kwamele kulungiswe kube mhlawumbe neaffidavit eseyilungisiwe. Inkantolo ithi lokho akwenzeke ukuthi icala likhethiselwe kusasa ukuze kuze nale affidavit eseyibhalwe kahle.
Meneer Steyn, kan u ander veranderings aanbring aan die beëdigde verklaring as the ander in Engels? Okay.
Yes.
I'm saying to him, if there are any other changes he wants to incorporate there, he should do it also.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam.
Okay.
Mayinkantolo iphuma ingabe kunezinye izinto afuna ukuziguqula khona la ayenze njalo ukuze kusasa singakwazi ukuthi sime siqhubeke.